to start with a lizard stretch, and then we're going to apply off that to work around our hips. So first things first, foot goes back, 1 foot up, and this is our start position. So I'm going to squeeze my butt, draw my hips forward. I'm just going to noodle around, a couple of circles. You can go one way, you go another way. You can rock side to side. Just getting used to this position. And I can also just hold this and breathe. So I'm going to kind of take those big normal breaths. Just get used to this position. I can then move from here. Once we've got a nice base and we've gotten used to this position, it's nice because I'm getting extension in the back, flexion in the front. I can take my elbows down the ground. Now this is up to you where you can go. This could be one arm on the ground, it could be two, okay? Could be still up here, but try and get a little bit deeper. So wherever you can manage, and then you're gonna reach away from your leg. So I'm gonna reach out as far as I can. Just get a big stretch to that side. I'm gonna take a big breath in. And then breathe out. Try and reach a little bit further, big breath in. One more. Good. Come back across. And then I'm going to bring my weight across on this arm. Just sink my hips down. I might get a stretch to this sort of side area around where my hip is. Grabbing onto the other knee and relaxing down here. Making sure you're still breathing, still moving in this position. From here, we can work on the hamstrings now. So we're going to flex and extend, working on contracting the quads as we move back. So point the toe. We're going to move in and out of this position. At this end point, we work on contracting those quads, big squeeze at the front, and moving back and forwards. Just looking to lengthen these legs here. Lengthen the back of your legs, your calves, your hamstrings. Now I can really tension this now by putting my toes up to the roof as I go back. If this is sort of searing hot nerve pain, stop, don't push through. And I can increase this right now by coming down closer with my head to my chest. I can continue to move through here. Hands back to the start position. Now I'm going to look to drive my hips by squeezing my glutes, and I go chest up as I drive up and through. This one's all about the hips now. So you need to make sure I keep this glute engaged. And I just move forward and back. Finish off. We're going to do a rotation up. It's not just around, but I'm also going to reach up to the sky. Take 3 breaths. Each time I'm trying to drive that shoulder around more. Okay, we can come back and we switch sides. Okay, so this side should feel tight since you just loosened that other side. So I'm in here, moving around, driving that hip round. I might do 10 circles one way, 10 circles another way. Remember to breathe and don't let that glute disengage back here. You want to keep that on. So breathing, rotating through. I can then come down onto my elbows. I can continue to rock and breathe and hold these positions. Then I want you with this arm and reach across and away. Take a big breath in. I really want you to drive so your ribs are moving in all directions. Let's take one more. Slowly come back across. I can rotate to one side. And this is where I drive down. Let this side here, this lateral side, sink down. Around where those ribs and hips are. Just relaxing into this position. Bracing with this arm. Take some long deep breaths here. Come back. Let's work on these hamstrings. So pointing the toe. Squeezing the quads. Can you engage these while your hamstrings are getting lengthened? So we can move through this position. And now I can tension even more. My toes up. Just flossing away these hamstrings. Even tensioning more. Can I bring that chest down, head down, and move through this a couple of times? Okay. Now, butt squeeze, chest up. Butt squeeze, chest up. Butt squeeze, chest up. Finish with some rotation. Remember to drive up and then bring the shoulder through. Come back down and work a little bit of groin by being in this all fours position. Nice tabletop. One foot comes out to the side. Okay? I'm going to rock back. Don't let your hips rock. Try and get your butt up as I get my heel and butt to try to be nice and close together. So I'm just moving through this position. And this next one, when I'm down here, I'm going to rotate your toes up to the roof and then back down. Toes up, feet facing forward. Just going to move through that a couple of times. Rock forward, let's change sides. You might find one is a lot easier than the other. This side feels a lot freer to me. So I'm just rocking backward and forwards. I'm going to move that toes up, toes forward. Toes up, toes forward. Toes up, moving through. Let's work the front of your shins now. Don't sit here and just work by leaning back, driving one knee up into the roof. Now if you want to tension this even more, really work this front of your shin. So have one foot out in front and work on driving that knee up to the roof. How long I'm going to stick to this one. So I'm just rocking side to side, driving those knees up. Next one, pop into a squat position. If you can do it upright. I'm going to have my hands in front. I'm just going to drop one knee to the ground. As I do this, I'm going to close down the front of my ankle and also work the big toe and the back there, my calves. Can I get that range of my ankle and shin? Trying to drive that down. Make sure I don't twist through here as I alternate. Just feeling that position. Okay. Next one. 90-90 hip float. So I get into my 90-90 position. I'll make sure I'm big and tall and not rounding down. As I'm up nice and tall, I'm thinking about driving forward and then down to really work my right glute here. If I just sink down, I'm not going to get much out of it, more through my back than actually my glute. So I'm up and forward. Take a couple of breaths here. If our body gives us more range, we can take and we can go down. Just sinking down. We're going to go a couple of kneeling to reach. So drive up with my hips going forward. Now reach up and over. I'm going to do that a couple of times. Okay, so transition. I want to look to drive my back leg up as far as I can, keeping that distance, and then switch to the other side. I'm just going to reposition myself. So I'm here, 90-90 position again, nice and tall, drive over, trying to get this belly button to my knee. This is a modified pigeon. It's a little bit easier to get into than the full version. So a couple of breaths again. Coming forward if my body gives me any extra room. Alright, let's go, 2 things to go. Next one, favourite of mine, couch stretch. Alright, so one knee right up against the wall. And we're just going to stay here to start. We're going to make sure we can squeeze our butt, drive our head forward. We're just going to move our actual hips side to side at the moment. So we're just seeing how our hip feels at this position. Then I want to see, can you squeeze that butt, drive that hip forward? Can we move that hip into full extension? Or are we stuck in this position? This is nice and easy. We're going to press up to here now. Again, squeeze your butt, roll side to side. Just moving our hip through different ranges than we used to. Squeeze that butt, drive it forward. If you can get the range, hand up a little bit taller. Make sure not banana back here. Again, drive that hip forward, in and out. I'm going to switch arms. Again, starting at level 1. Squeeze my butt, shift my hips side to side. Make sure I can drive that hip forward. That's pretty good. We can move up to level 2. Squeezing my butt, shifting side to side. Checking how those hips feel in different positions. Now I think about squeezing my butt, driving that hip forward. This side's a lot tighter for me. As I drive in, always making sure I can squeeze that butt and drive those hips forward. Finally, next level, if you can, squeeze that butt, drive that hip forward. Always being active. I want to make sure I can control this and I'm not losing that butt squeeze. If I've lost the butt squeeze, I'm going to go back down to the previous level. Okay? Good. Slowly come out of that. Last thing we want to do is we can go up against the wall. It's just just get into that one of those deep squats. Just make sure we can hold this position. Then you can lean back against it if you want, or you can let yourself come forward. Just make sure I'm finishing off by taking all these joints to their full range of motion, just feeling this position. And we are done. Enjoy.